right. Holy buckets, fellas. Only 11 minutes late. Can you guys hear me okay? Fellas. Can I see the chit chat? All right, 11 minutes late here. Let me tell you why. I had to freaking look for I had to look for a good tank. I was sucking down cups of coffee. I'm not proud of it, but I had to drink this. Listen, I went to freaking Target yesterday. Okay, had to pick up some freaking snacks, right? And then I stumbled across this horse shit brand. I never want to support this brand. Well, that's not true. I can't say that in case they want to endorse me someday. Okay, but I'm just gonna say I like better quality. I like Death Wish coffee if I'm gonna drink coffee. It's badass, skulls, double caffeinated. Okay, but this freaking peppermint mocha, I couldn't say no to that when I crossed that with the shopping cart. A little peppermint mocha. Yeah, you bet your ass I want my taste buds to experience that. So I made a couple of these bad boys. I don't know if you guys know this. The Bialetti freaking Mocha Cafe, okay? Sucked down basically 6 of these, right? Really enjoyed it. Good fresh peppermint flavor. And then I said, holy freaking buckets, I'm already late to my own scheduled live stream, okay? So I'm sorry about that. So, I figured instead of keeping you guys waiting even longer, I'm just gonna, I'll make this concoction here. We're gonna go a little creatine. Right? Just one heaping scoop. 5 freaking grams. Shit tripod. Okay, 5 grams of the creatine. None of that crealkaline horse crap. Okay? None of that concrete horse crap. Just straight up monohydrate. Right? Then I'm going with the freaking edging. I'm edging, boys. Okay? So a little pre-workout. Now you say, Stick, you just sucked down 6 espressos. It's true, boys, but that's just kind of that's a relaxing morning activity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take a scoop of this sucker right here. All right, it's got the 8 grams of the citrulline, 3.2 grams of the beta-alanine, okay? Obviously, the more caffeine we're throwing on top, some theobromine, okay? Bunch of yohimbine, but I'm freaking, somebody said in the comments, they said, Stick, no, maybe it wasn't in the comments. Well, somebody said, Stick, why is always 5 grams of creatine? Why is it not more than 5 grams? Why not freaking 20 grams? Now, obviously with the creatine, it's the loading phase. You can do the 20 freaking grams a day for 2 weeks or whatever, and then the maintenance phase of the 5 grams. But listen, I think the consensus is you don't freaking need to load the stuff. Just take it every day. Take 5 grams every day. Load the freaking, get the storage units full of creatine. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically the same thing with the beta-alanine. Okay? So yeah, 3.2 grams. That's what every pre-workout usually has in it. But I'm getting a little wild now. I'm saying, what if I take, so I just got the raw ingredient beta-alanine. What if I just take more beta-alanine? You know what I'm saying? You can never have enough buffer to the lactic acid. Why don't we just go like 5 grams of beta-alanine, all right? It's a safe supplement. I don't think there's any harm in taking a little bit more. Plus, when you're a big freaking body, I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is 3.2 grams recommended for? Pencil necks, 170-pound pencil necks. What if you got 100 pounds on these pencil necks? Is it still 3.2 grams, right? And then, like I said, you can never get enough citrulline, so I just got some, pure citrulline here. So I got the 8 grams with the pre-workout, but I'm going to go 10, 12, 14 grams, because we want to get a big freaking bulbous pump, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be the concoction for today. I like to switch it up, boys, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes throw a little arginine in the mix. Sometimes throw a little freaking glycerol in the mix, Sometimes, I'm sorry, I almost forgot some amino acids as well, okay? Now, a lot of people say, Sticky, because I take branched chain amino acids, right? It's been the freaking time-tested amino acid of choice for lifters. And I take, this one's got 7 grams, something like 15 grams of branched chain amino acids. And then people say, oh, but you don't need the branch, you just need essential amino acids. If you eat enough protein, you get the branched chain amino acids. But boys, let me tell you something real fast. I don't know where that came from in YouTube. I remember when that became a big thing, and everyone said all of a sudden branched chain amino acids were just, snake oil or something. Essential amino acids where it's at. I'm telling you guys right now, I think that was a freaking, some company or whoever did that, it was just a sales ploy, okay, to sell their essential amino acids or something. Because I can dig up 30 freaking, PubMed articles talking about the benefits of branched chain amino acids for athletes, okay? There's freaking a plethora of research that branched chain amino acids are indeed effective. Not to mention, like, listen, any supplement that's been around for a long time and that's been here to stay, there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? Branched chain amino acids have been around forever. So I don't know. All I know is I've been sucking these bad boys down for 2 years now, and I notice the difference when I do and when I don't. And in terms of succulence and density, I think they freaking help. All right, so there's no debating it. So I'm gonna suck this bad boy down. I got a treat for you guys because listen, this freaking second channel here is not, it's just getting started. So it's not even monetized. What does that mean? That means that we can play whatever tunes we want because the copyright doesn't matter when there's no money to be made in the first place. You know what I'm saying? We're just streaming right now for the love of streaming and love of lifting. And what I'm going to do for you guys today, we're going to do a little chest, but it's going to be different. Normally I always bench, right? Bench with the bands, bench with the chains, dumbbell bench, whatever it may be, horse cock and weights basically. Well, let me tell you something real fast here, okay? I've been experimenting, fellas, with a classic that nobody does anymore because everyone wants to do the comfortable, oh, I really feel that. Oh, that machine feels so good. Everyone does the machine flies, the freaking cable crossover flies, but nobody freaking horse cocks real weights. I'm talking free weights, dumbbells. So fellas, I started experimenting with this about a week ago. Heavy dumbbell fly. And I'm talking about, when I was a kid and I got in the Gold's Gym books, the Arnold Schwarzenegger encyclopedia books. Yeah, you bet your ass I tried doing the flies. And I was like, oh, I don't feel like a squeeze, because the strength curve is not very good. You know what I'm saying? But what's the point of the exercise in the first place is the stretch, okay? So I've kind of been experimenting with just pulsing, stretch, and then just like from the stretch, get contracting to get past the stretch basically. Like, same thing with like a preacher curl. Big stretch, and then it's like once you get past this, it's like extremely easy on the preacher bench, which is why, everyone that wants to, horse cock their ego, well, when they do the preachers, they'll use their body, and then they'll just, curl it here, and they'll swing it with their body, and they'll curl on the bench here. But on the preacher bench, really, what I experimented with yesterday was just doing once again, the stretch, and then just kind of pulsing from the stretch to contract it up, stretch, you know what I'm saying? Not even worrying about the top end phase of the lift. Because what's the point? You know what I'm saying? There's hardly any resistance here. So let's just focus on the freaking weighted stretches basically. And fellas, let me tell you, the past few times that I've done that with the flies, my chest right now is still sore. And it's been, 3 or 4 days since I last have done it. And the second time that I did it, my chest was still sore after 3 or 4 days. So it's just totally freaking lights you up. Like, fellas, it's freaking groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Arnold with his weighted his big, deep flies back then. Obviously, the guy was on to something. Okay? And now I think because people look at it, so optimally, it's not an effective movement. The range of motion, the strength curve, that's why the cables are better. But listen, anytime you're using cables and machines versus horse cock and real freaking iron, it's never going to be a better, you know what I mean? You're never going to get more out of it, I think. So I think just heavy freaking stretch, contract. And then what I like to do is obviously biomechanical drop set. You know what I'm saying? You want that top squeeze, so you exhaust the pectorals, right? Exhaust them, can't get any more, then you can freaking rep it up. Because obviously, you know, especially dumbbell bench press, like, yeah, you're hitting your pecs, but really, you know, your freaking arms, your shoulders, all those good stuff are working. So you're turning the freaking fly, the primary mover is just mainly the freaking pecs, you know what I'm saying? You burn those suckers out, and you don't need nearly as much weight for the dumbbell press afterwards too. So, especially if you're working out at Planet Shitness, Crunch Shitness, LA Shitness or something where the dumbbells max out at 120s, 125s, it's freaking the bee's knees. It's the best way to horsecock big weights then, okay? So the other day, I got up to hundreds on the flies, right? I couldn't get many, but freaking, you know, just going to the edge of tearing something, right? Oh God. And then you compress it, and it's just like, the hundreds were laughable, despicable before, but then when you freaking fly them out and then press it, it's like, okay, we can work with this. I don't need to duct tape additional weights onto this dumbbell. You know, this is a different approach. So that's just my 2 cents on it. That's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna grab a couple Cliff bars. All these things inside you. I'm gonna have 3 of these suckers, I think, during the workout. 260 calories a piece. Okay. The protein, it's not even, who cares about the protein? 10 grams of protein per, that's 30 grams of protein during the workout. What I care about, fellas, is the freaking rolled oats, the brown rice syrup, okay? The rice flour, the barley, you know what I'm saying? The freaking tapioca syrup, the cane syrup, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to suck down. I'll suck down one of these right now. We're getting 40 grams of carbs. Just watch me volumize for this workout. You're gonna say, holy shit, Stick. It looks like you gained 10 pounds just during your workout alone. That's the plan, boys. Now you can say, Sticky, I don't want to suck down that many carbs. I don't want to get diabetes. Okay? Guys, you won't. Okay? The amount of times I've seen people say, Ricky, how's the pre-diabetes? Fellas, my blood sugar is incredible. It's great. Okay? My whole point with the serious mass experiment was that sucking down 262 grams of refined maltodextrin day after day after day is only gonna negatively affect your blood sugar. And it did, of course. So I stopped doing that a couple months ago now. And I even took a break from the treats intra-workout. And I tested my blood sugar the other day, first thing in the morning, and it was 78. Okay? Pretty damn good. Pretty freaking perfect if you ask me. So, when you suck down copious amounts of refined carbohydrates, it's going to affect your blood sugar, obviously. But it's not a terrible thing. When you're trying to get jacked, stacked, succulent, and dense, you're probably going to raise your blood sugar a tad bit because you're going to be eating a lot, right? That's to be expected. My whole point is, once you cut the treats out, especially incorporate a little bit of intermittent fasting or something, your blood sugar is going to instantly improve. It's really that simple. Okay? I just looked at the comment real fast. Someone said, enable super chats. I can't right now because the channel's not monetized. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to upload videos for a while. You got to get like 4,000 watch hours or something until you can monetize your channel. This channel here is brand new, fellas. This is starting from scratch. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no super chats. There ain't no ad revenue. Nothing. This is 100% organic freaking entertainment here. No money. Feel me? Now, fellas, I will ask you. A couple questions I'm going to ask you. Should I bulk or should I cut? Because I said I was considering doing men's physique, right? And that weight class cap, for me, the weight cap is like 232 or some shit. And I stopped sucking down treats. I stopped force feeding myself. And my weight right now is like 272. So I've dropped like 13 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good amount of weight. That's without even trying. That's without doing cardio, dieting, anything like that. Okay? But someone commented, said, Stick, that ain't you. Why? I mean, cutting and whatever. And it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. And it's true. It's like, I do want to horsecock big weights. I don't want to be voluptuous. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, getting very heavy is bad for you. Really bad for your blood pressure. For sure. You know, stress on the heart, unnecessary. But, I mean, it's, you know, it's freaking, you can't, there's nothing better than getting jacked and stacked, succulent, and dense. I will say I'm sleeping better now that I'm like, what did I say? Like 13 pounds lighter. I'm sleeping better. But there's something special about being swollen and rotund. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a lot of mixed results here. A lot of cuts, a lot of bulks. It's tough to say. I don't know which way to go with it. Sleep on it, fellas. I'm certainly sleeping on it. You sleep on it. I don't know. I mean, is there any freaking... I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I guess let's just get to it and we'll see what happens when we're lifting. Okay? Okay, let me suck this down. I just ate a freaking Cliff Bar in front of you. You know, if I got a good microphone, it would have been like a ASMR. You could have heard me chewing. You know what I mean? I could suck this down in the microphone right now. Get millions of views with a good quality microphone. So it said, during your WWE bulk, you looked pretty unhealthy, bro. I don't know, did I? Did I look unhealthy? Maybe a little swollen? You know, it's tough to say. It's the $1 million question. It's a total mystery. People will believe what they want to believe, you know? What is unhealthy? What is unhealthy? You know, high blood pressure? Is that unhealthy? Because I'll have that regardless. You know, I just got to take medicine for that. That's just a genetic trait that I'll always have. I had high blood pressure when I was like 230, you know? Unhealthy or ungodly. Yeah. I'll get to it. I don't want to waste your guys' time here. Let's get freaking pumped. Let's take these Cliff Bars. Let's suck this bad boy down. Because people can say, hey, unhealthy. What is unhealthy? Is unhealthy bad cholesterol? Because my cholesterol is really, that's my strong point in my health. You know? Like cholesterol that's so good you wouldn't believe it. Blood pressure, that's not too good, right? Blood sugar, that's great if I want it to be great. You know what I'm saying? If I suck down treats and fig bars all day and serious mass shakes, that's going to take a hit, obviously. Someone said, what are you recording on? What do you think I'm recording on here, brother? I'm recording on a freaking iPhone, okay? You know, I've been told by a couple people I should upgrade, get the solid, good, get a freaking Sony, you know? I could get a fisheye lens and get twice the freaking girth, and you know what I'm saying? Like, fellas, this isn't a wide lens, you know what I'm saying? This is iPhone right now. There ain't no fisheye lens on that. Can you imagine a fisheye lens here? Stretch me out twice as wide. You know? Can you imagine that? Should I suck down number 2? camera quality is actually pretty good. Is it really? Well, I told them I went to the Verizon store and I said, hey, I want to update my phone. I want the best camera you guys have to offer. Phone quality. And they said, well, listen here, Sticky. This is, I got this like, I want to say like half a year ago. Like, this is the iPhone 14X or some shit. Doesn't get better than that. I'm like, okay, give it to me. Film, record the shit, post it on YouTube. Looks the same quality, shit quality. I guess I'm comparing, you know what I mean? Like iPhone quality is never going to be as good as these people spending like $6,000 on cameras. You know what I'm saying? And then someone said, listen, we're not meant to see it higher than 480p, 480 pixels. And he's got to have a point. He has a point. Let me show you something. If I can find it. Oh, yeah. Here it is. How you guys know the stick, the majority of my videos here, for the majority of my channel's history, this is what I shot on, okay? iPhone 5. Look at that. Relic. This thing caught lighting. You want to talk about lighting, fellas? You take this iPhone 5 and you go in the rat's nest, the previous house I lived in. That one bulb, light bulb, and this camera, oh man, you can make magic with this. With that one bulb garage and this camera, holy buckets. You freaking make some magic with this. Then I upgraded my phone and now I got a new garage and there's too much light and this camera, it's just not the same, guys. I'll never be able to. Part of me's tempted to freaking just, get this bad boy up and running again. So I had like an iPhone 12 too or whatever. I sold that. Verizon bought that back, right? They wouldn't buy this from me. You know how they buy your phones back from you. They refused to buy this one. They said there's nothing they could do with this, right? Which I'm glad, because this, honestly, this thing captures lighting. Fellas, I will freaking make my next video with this, and I will tell you, you're gonna say, holy shit, what kind of camera did you upgrade to? The way this thing captures lights and muscle bellies is like, you can't beat it. I'm glad they didn't buy this. All right. I think it's almost time to get started here, boys. Before I get started, let me tell you a little segue. When I was listening to the royalty-free music, the Kevin MacLeod, something that was recommended to me was dark disco. Okay, because I was listening to royalty-free music. Dark disco. It's like, what the hell is that? I gotta listen to that. The shit kind of sucks, but some of it's pretty damn good, guys. And I think it's here to stay. I think I might have found my next. What's this guy, man? I say, bro, ain't even reading the chat. Bro, how can I read the chat? How can I read the chat? I'm chit chatting. I'm sucking down Cliff Bars. I'm sucking down pre-workout. I got two messages popping up at a time here. How can I read the chat? I'll read the chat when I have the freaking, the tablets open and whatnot. But now you just threw me off. Okay? A freaking dark disco, boys. Instead of let's just freaking do it. Okay? Yeah, there you go. I read the chat for you. All right? How can I read? What do you want me to do here? You want me to hire a freaking camera guy? You want me to hire a moderator? Mama's out of the house. If Mama was here, I'd have her read the chat. What do you want me to do? There's only so much I can do. I can eat this. I can drink this. I can show you the iPhone 5, and I can lift weights. Can I read the chat all while doing that? You think that's possible? I'm only one man, brother. Okay? You threw me off. I'm only one man. How capable can I be? Let's lift. All right. Oh, shit. I gotta grab the speaker. All right, boys. Here we go. This is the magic. Let's do it. Here we go.
Garage door.
Here we are. The dark den. The posters fell off the wall. It got so humid in here. When I get a chance, and I still haven't had a chance to hang up the Marcus Rule poster. Just kidding. Hanging out in the strongman keg. Frick, I'm just one man, guys. Just one man. Let me tell you though, I get people all the time trying to be on Sticky's team, Team Sticky, saying, hey, Ricky. The amount of times people have offered to film for me or edit my videos or... You guys, this is do-it-yourself channel. Do I really want to hire a team to do something that I can do, maybe not very well, but I can do it myself? You know what I'm saying? Would you want professional, you want freaking Sony fisheye lens and, you know, freaking Johnny from down the street editing my stuff and, you know what I'm saying? Having a squad filming me and all that. You know, is that what we want here? You tell me. There's a bit of yeah. If people want the freaking 120 pixels, do they really want to freaking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, someone said no team okay. No team necessary, but at the same time, I'm starting to catch the drift here that it's going to be freaking necessary at some point. I've had so many people say, "Hey, man, you might want to get a, you know, here's a really good deal on this camera. You might want to pick this one off." I don't know, you know, just with the videos today, Noel Diesel, you know, the way he shoots his shit. Listen, brother, I'm just Rick the Stick from down the street. You know what I mean? Just Ricky from the block. All right, I got the freaking JBL speaker. You know what I mean? This is it. I'm gonna play you something. I hope you guys enjoy it. Normally I do this before I start the stream, but I'm so freaking behind. I had to suck down fig bars. I had to suck down, no fig bars. I had to suck down Cliff bars on camera. That's how far behind I am. Didn't even get the pre-workout in my freaking bloodstream yet. What am I doing here? God. Sorry to keep you guys waiting here. We've been streaming for 30 minutes already. Nothing has gotten accomplished. You thought you were going to see the most voluptuous chest pump this world has to offer. Instead, you just watched me eat Cliff bars. Okay? Watch me put some creatine in my shaker bottle like it's something revolutionary. You know what I mean? I have, you know, freaking 6 grams. I had some glutamine too that I didn't put it in there. You know what I mean? Figured it probably causing a lot of stress on the kidneys. We don't need the glutamine, right? We don't need the glutamine. But then again, I've also heard that if you have like mega dosed glutamine, it like instantly puts like 5 pounds of body weight on you. I've heard that from like Charles Poliquin or something. Because you have a leaky gut or some shit. So you freaking have your mega dose glutamine. Somehow it seals up your gut. You absorb all these nutrients and you just get swollen and full and rotund. That's what I've heard. I don't know how much stock I can put in that though. Dark disco. That's what it's called. Have it all these things inside you. Living on. Holy head. Oh shit. Might sound like a gothic sex dungeon in here when I get started for my neighbors. Okay. Here we go. Come on, let's fucking go. I gotta watch my language shit. I think my language might have killed my other channel. I don't know. I was PG for the longest period of time, and then I just started talking about sucking. Come on, frick! dangerous creature. Like a dance, gothic dance. Setup is not optimal right now. Clutter. Clutter! Alright. Sorry it's taking so long, fellas. Again, I should have had this set up before I started streaming. Alright. gonna work.
Anyways, I'm fine. Because the night is mine. Is it all?
This garage is just an utter disaster. Look at this. My wife yells at me to organize. I tell her one day, I say, honey, I will. I say I will. Just give me some time. Don't worry, we're gonna horsecock some weight. I just need to, I gotta get warm, you know? When you're doing freaking heavy flies, you wanna really stretch up, you know? I don't wanna be tearing anything. guys gotta admit that this music is just incredible. Just really getting the vibe. It's unbelievable. Get lost in it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, honestly. This beat's got me locked. Oh my God. I feel like I gotta go back. I gotta rewind. I gotta go back. Nothing can want that. We gotta go back. I'm sorry. Man, holy buckets. By the way, this is called In My Body. In My Body. Oh, wow. You know how Kevin MacLeod has kind of been my theme? I think this is my new theme song. This is a new era for Rick De La Stick. This is the new freaking era. Witnessing history, boys. Am I going deep enough on that? As far as I can go. I don't want to freaking half rep it though, you know? Oh. Change the angle for you a little bit. couldn't order a worse shirt for the chest pump. A shirt literally covering up the chest. Ah, damn it! Yeah, I like to think of this as a extreme gothic sex, you know what I'm saying? Just sexual. These flies are a little sketch, fellas. They're good, I mean, a little stretch, you feel it, but holy buckets. Talking about freaking, you know what I'm saying? This is the third time I'm doing them now, and because there's such a freaking stretch. I'm a little concerned, you know? You can feel that a lot, but man, I'll tell you. I've been benching, horse cock and bench, you know, big weights up to 500, and I just feel like freaking the chest just is not up to snuff compared to the, you know what I'm saying? This, we gotta get some succulent horse mass right here. That's why it's gotta be freaking, gotta get this going. It's just an experiment, fellas. You know, just an experiment. It might, listen here, this, one of my conclusions might be that I'll do this, I'm like, oh man, I feel that so much. And I'll go back to benching, I'll be like weaker than ever. That's kind of what I'm expecting to happen. Negative gains. But I think it's just finding a balance, you know? Like honestly, probably the best approach is gonna be this. Freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger probably had the best approach. Bench, right? Bench, incline bench, then dumbbell flies or something. But you know me, when I do something, I wanna when I do it, I wanna really hammer it and see if anything actually does come out of it, you know what I'm saying? I wanna freaking, that's why I just wanna do just the flies. I wanna see what happens. And I'll tell you, fellas, I'm really freaking sore, okay? Both days that I just did 1 million flies, my chest was never as sore. You know what I mean? When I would do incline, and, you know what I'm saying, flat bench and dips and all that. Sometimes it gets sore, but doing these flies, holy buckets. I kind of want to make the fly like that's the fly guy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the fly guy. You know what I mean? Like Zerchers and all that. People think of Rick De La Stick when they think of Zerchers. I want people to think of Rick De La Stick as the fly guy. Like, oh yeah. You like flies? Yeah, check out Rick De La Stick. He's flying 200-pound dumbbells. Like, I want to do that. And I want to see what happens. Listen, let me hit a set and I'll keep talking to you. So we're 72.5-pound flies. Now I told you, at the local Crunch Fitness, I worked up to the hundreds. but I was only able to get it for like 2 sketchy ass double, like 2 reps, I believe. Anyways, fellas, if I can pause this for a second. I want to keep the tunes going, I really do. I really want to keep the tunes going, boys. But I gotta drop some tidbits on you. Okay, listen, I've freaking done the scientifical research, okay? And you guys are gonna be blown away. Okay? You're gonna be blown the hell away. So, I don't know if I wanna spoil it right now, you know? Or if I wanna unveil it in a different video. But I guess let's just talk about it real fast. I kind of talked about this before as well. Isometrics, like the wall sits, okay? Wall sits. What about the wall sits? Isometric. What was the science saying of that freaking video I made that YouTube didn't expose to the masses? I think that video I made got like the worst views ever in the past 5 years. I'm just going down the hill, fellas, with this algorithm. They just want drama. YouTube just wants the freaking drama. You know, I make one video, not, you know, friendly critique of Mike Israetel. One video, friendly critique. You know, I have to keep mentioning how much respect I have for the guy because I know how the internet is. Well, Rick De La Stick bashes. By the way, if you guys don't know what it's like to be me, okay, let me tell you something real fast. I've made some comments on the live streams and freaking wrestling outlets and stuff will take everything I say and they'll make a headline out of it. Therefore, I have to watch. I can't say anything these days. You know what I'm saying? I'll make the front page of some shitty fucking wrestling dirt sheet. But anyways, I make that one video talking about Renaissance periodization. Yeah, this is, you know, thought it was an interesting video. I was watching it, like, why not? Of course, that video gets my channel back up on the algorithm, you know? And then every video I make after that is like good, you know, freaking experimental, like, hey, check out these wall sits. Check out these 400-pound wall sits. Hey, check out this Kula. And it's just, YouTube couldn't care less. So then that one video critiquing gets my channel back up, and then I try to make freaking beneficial, informative shit, and every video I make since then just tanks. So it's like, what is YouTube telling me? I just gotta keep talking about other people. It's the only way you can make it in today's day and age now, it seems like. It's a shame, a freaking shame. Because I want to talk about isometrics. You know what I'm saying? The scientific data, fellas, it's that it freaking recruits more motor units, right? Recruiting more freaking horsepower, basically. So I do my stuff now. Every time I do, like, let's say you're doing dumbbell curls, okay? Like a freaking jabroni, you know what I mean, at the gym, you're doing your alternating dumbbell curls, right? Now what I do, I'll always incorporate this now, right? I'll freaking finish my set, and this is like 90s lifting, you know what I'm saying? This isn't groundbreaking stuff, fellas. This stuff's been around forever. This is just intensity techniques, but nobody does them for some reason. So, right, your strengths is like, you'll run out of concentric strength first, then you'll run out of isometric strength, and then you have the eccentric strength. So like that's, I believe, the order of where you're the weakest to the strongest. Concentric, isometric, eccentric, I believe. So after you can't hit any more concentric reps, well, you're not gonna force, you know what I mean? You could force reps, but that just seems stupid. So why not hold that last one for an isometric? Now, all the studies say that the isometrics don't lead to greater hypertrophy for the most part, right? We're looking at like 6-second duration, equaling like, you know, a couple reps. That would equal that duration, like strength reps, you know what I'm saying? 1 to 5, they say. Well, what if you hit a freaking voluptuous set, like say with like the 50 dumbbells or something, you hit like 5 good reps, 5 clean reps, you know, and then you can't get any more, maybe a cheat one, and then you just hold it, and you hold that sucker for 20 seconds. So then the freaking, you know, the research, or that one, at least Christian Thibodeau article, was that the 20 seconds, well, now that's looking more like a hypertrophy set of 8 to 12. So now you got the freaking 50s, right? You hit 5, 6 reps, You hold it for 20 seconds, equaling like 8 to 12, we'll say 8 reps. So now you just hit a freaking huge hypertrophy set, myotropic set for freaking with the 50s, when normally say you would do that with only like the 35s or something. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with these flies, right? I'll freaking rep these out. When I can't do anymore, I'll hold that isometric sucker. I feel like I'm gonna tear something, I'll pull it in. And I'll mechanical drop set freaking into the, just some chest presses, some bench presses. You know what I'm saying? It just it's just common sense to me. But it's these things that you don't see anyone do, and I didn't do them either. You know what I mean? So like moving forward, you just gotta pick and choose like what exercises does that make sense for. Now if you're horse cocking big bench press, it's probably not gonna feel that good. But for flies, for instance, oh brother, because it's stretch. I can't get any more. Oh shit. Hold that. Don't hold a peak stretch, but you know what I'm saying? Hold it right there. You know what I mean? Brother. I know the freaking isometrics have been proven to, greatly enhance strength, okay? At least in that joint angle. But the joint angle that you're doing all the isometrics more are in the first place are always like 90 degree for the most part. Whereas when you're squatting, usually like that's the hardest part to get out of, the 90 degree. You know what I'm saying? Or the fly, right? Where's the hardest part to get out of that? Right there. So technically, yeah, bench, same thing. You can hold that sucker, strengthen that 90 degree joint angle. Just seems like common sense to me. I think there was something else I was gonna say, but this is taking too long. I'll think of it again. You boys just keep chit-chatting. Let's get the tunes back on. I believe we're up to like 80s or so for the flies, so not a good place to cool off and rest. I never said anything about you, but I thank you all the time. Live it up, have it up, have it up, have it up. Oh, you guys didn't even see that set, huh? My bad, you totally missed out on that one. This got music. This got the music and it's water. saying how it's insane how much harder the fly is than the press. It's like just freaking, just ripping. Ah! And then you pull it in here, you're like, oh shit. Okay, it's pretty easy. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a mindset, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you pick those freaking 80s, those are 87 and a halves or something. They feel so light. She's like, I'm gonna horse cock this, right? And then you're thinking it's so heavy, and you go pressing, oh shit, that is light. So it's just like total mind manipulation. Like you first pick up the dumbbell, it's like, oh, these are light. And then you get that incredible stretch, and it feels like a 1 rep max, and you freaking just rep those suckers out. Like, I don't know what I'm getting at here, boys, but a lot of times we psych ourselves out with the weight, like when we're bench pressing, you're like, oh man, we're up to 4 plates, this is gonna be heavy. Like with these flies, I have no idea. I don't know what to expect. I'm kind of learning now that 100 is pretty goddamn heavy. How did I get all that? The apartment gym though. Solid, brother. Solid. Ah, shit, flat! Need more carbs. Sternum stretching frequently. Pec pumping. Oh, I will say, if I'll give you guys a tidbit right now, because a lot of times I'm just spewing a bunch of dumb shit, nonsense. But the more you guys can do this, walls in your kitchen, your house, doorway, I mean, that's the key, boys. Anytime you're by a wall or a door frame, stretch those suckers out. People are tearing pecs because they're so freaking tight. They can't even touch their chest with a bar on bench press. Like, of course you're gonna tear a pec. You know what I'm saying? If you can't even go this low, you're begging for an injury. You know what I mean? So always stretch. All right, let's keep it going here. Oh shit.
Get me off the street. Is it all you leave behind you? Is it all you want to say? disappear in a vibrant light.
Booyah! Booyah!
Vanished before you start any fight.
Come on, Sticky.
Anyways, I'm fine. Because the night is mine. Is it all?
Ah!
All you leave behind you? Is it all?
Hey!
Is it all? All you leave behind you? Is it all? All you wanna say?
Pretty hard, boys. It's a sketchy lift. Hard to really push it. So tight. Oh, you want the tunes? You want these tunes? Good, I'm glad you guys are chatting. I gotta stay in the zone. I'm going for 102.5 pound dumbbell flies. I have a feeling I'm gonna get it for 1. Considering how hard 95 was. Stretch, stretch. Ugh. Come on, Sticky. Holy buckets. That was really hard. Gonna work on my men's physique routine, yeah? This would be my song if I got to pick a song. This would be my song. And now welcome, Rick De La Stick! I'll tell you what, losing weight, I lost it all in the freaking arms, it looks like. Oh, shit. All right. I think I gotta be done with flies, boys. Unless I go down and do a lot of reps. I just don't know, I don't know the point. You know what I mean? You can hit freaking ultra stimulus with heavy weight and freaking low reps or light ass weight and high reps. I mean, I've did the freaking heavy ass weight, you know? Might just keep going up with bench now. Or should I stay true to the dumbbell fly experiment and do incline flies now? What do you guys think? Incline fly? Oh, we're going to the next exercise. It's just which one? Incline fly? What do you think? Incline fly for the fly guy. Yes! Dumbbell press, bench, incline for the chest, incline fly, bench. All right, well, as much as I love benching, I think we gotta stay true to the experiment, boys. Standing flies, holy shit. These ones, oh. That's actually not a bad idea. I wish I had something to lean against. So it'd be like, oh, oh, oh. I don't know. Feels like it'd be really hard to go heavy with that. But I think it's functional. I think that's functional. I might have to work on that. You know what you can do? Honestly, at the gym, I might just do like these, you know what I'm saying? Bend over. Hit the frickin', right? And then, did my, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's any harm in hitting some of those. On a side note, I think my wife just killed the music again. Not even exaggerating. Let me go check that out because it killed my vibe. She's always killing my vibe! I love it when you sing with fire. All right, boys. Don't worry, we're back. Now, whoever recommended the standing fly, I gotta say, it's a pretty good idea, actually. I think there's something to it. Because, think about it, we're always doing laterals and things, you know? Like, we're already holding the small dumbbells. the 5s, the 10s, the 15s, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? You can even hit these bad boys. Then after you hit these bad boys, just flip those hands around. And then here we go. I would imagine it's like freaking peak physique anterior freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like the stretch of the wazoo. I think there's something to it. Whoever recommended that, thank you. It's good shit. I will start incorporating that at the gym. So like also when you're doing like your curls and stuff, you know what I mean? Why not hit these? Boom. What about this? Ugh. You know how it's, hey, here we go. This is serious right here. You know how people curl and press, right? Curl and press. Well, you're gonna be able to press way more than you curl. So I always thought that exercise kind of sucked. But what about curl and fly? Curl and fly. Curl. Oh, yeah. Oh, right? What do you think? That's not bad. That is not bad. Thank you. Oh. Anyways, I think that's a good warm-up or a good little pump finisher. You know, I think the pump finisher, every day at the gym for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Hit some, when you burn it out, and freaking hit some, and then freaking boom, boom, you know what I'm saying? Plus, everyone at the gym's gonna be freaking mind blown, like, oh my God, what is that exercise? I've never seen anyone doing a standing fly. Who came up with that? Here, show yourself. Who recommended the standing fly? I gotta see who this was. Who was it? Come on, show yourself. Show yourself, let's go. Magic Bent, wow. Brother, Magic Bent, where did you think of the standing fly, okay? What made you think of the standing fly, out of curiosity? Because I never thought about the standing fly. For some reason, I have one of the biggest brains in the industry, and I've never thought about the standing fly. Whew. Come on, where are you at? What made you think of that? Did you ever do it before? Or did you just think it'd be a functionally fit exercise? Harder than incline, yeah? It most certainly is. Now, it will have its limitations, though, with the weight, because you're going to be freaking, like, depending. I mean, obviously, this, I don't think there's anything to that. Maybe shoulders up the wazoo, I guess. But I think you're going to get the most peak stretch of the freaking chest. You had a little bit of freaking knee bend. You know what I'm saying? Standing, boom, like that. That might be really good for my knee rehab, because, fellas, check this out. This motion right here, this is still the hardest thing for my knees since surgery. So if I have freaking dumbbells and I have to hold this position, a sissy squat, a standing fly / iso sissy squat, you guys, do you see how things are coming full circle with the isometrics? You know what I'm saying? The wall sit, the freaking isometric sissy squat, standing fly, you know? That's pretty good. Also, fellas, I want to know your feedback on this. When I was holding the wall sit with the dumbbells, depending on the weight, it gets pretty boring, right? Just holding the wall sit. So I was like, just doing some laterals and some curls, right? And I was like, shit, like the wall sit doesn't really hold back the laterals and curls. Like, what if anytime you did like lateral raises, dumbbell curls and stuff, you were holding a wall sit? What do you think about that? Right? I mean, can you imagine how freaking strong your knee tendons would be and how ripped your quads would get? Because let's face it, like, you can do wall sits with a lot of weight. You know, I already did a wall sit basically with 405 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing like 20-pound lateral raises, 40 pounds total, you can still hold that wall sit for 30 seconds, no problem. Fellas, I might honestly start doing this and experimenting with this. Like, that's what makes lifting fun, is the experimentation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I think that just like going in and doing the same shit over and over again and just boring. But like, if you can like, hey, today I'm gonna wall sit while I do my curls. And then you're gonna be so fucking pumped and your legs are gonna be so pumped, you're like a horse freak. Man, people are gonna look at you like, oh my God. And then they're gonna try it, and you know how most people are just schmucks, schmoes, and schlups? Like, they're gonna be blown away by how difficult it is. Because most people can't handle exhaustion and fatigue. Do you know what I'm saying? Most people like dread the fact of doing a wall sit, because let's face it, it's a painful exercise. Because most people don't train legs. Why do they not train legs? They don't train legs because legs are hard. You know what's hard? A wall sit. The freaking lactic acid. Do you know what I'm saying? The lactic acid accumulating is painful for most people, but not for us freaks. You know? You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go do incline fly now, and then maybe at the end, oh, it's that angle with the delts. Yeah, so this, there we go. It was those standing flies. That's what did it. Okay? Yeah, maybe at the end I'll do some of the freaking standing flies with a little bit heavier weight. Let's see. Wait, Tom Platz did standing flies. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Thank you. I had no idea. But if the horse quad father himself did standing flies, I think there's something to it. You know, Tom Platz, now that's a man's man. I'll tell you. That guy, most bodybuilders, fellas, like, you know, they're kind of just like pretty boys, prima donnas. Tom Platz, now that's a bodybuilder. I watched something where, well, I mean, first of all, we all know the classic Tom Platz footage. This is totally unrelated, but I saw something where he said that he was like a, what did he say he was? He was just a power lifter that just did bodybuilding or something, but he's considered himself more of a freaking lifter. You know what I'm saying? Not a bodybuilder. And look at the size of his legs, okay? And just, you know, freaking the golden eagle, you know what I'm saying? But then you got all these schmucks, schlups, and schmoes saying you need to do light weights to get big and all that for hypertrophy and all. But then you look at freaking Tom Platz, you know what I mean? Guy horsecocked some serious weights. And it's not even about the lightweight, it's just the intensity he brought. And I think that's the key for anything you do, whether it's heavy or it's light. I feel like it's gotta be intense. And I don't mean intense by like heavy, I mean freaking intense, like your eyeballs are gonna explode out of your head. I think that's what makes you a freaking freak. And most people, you're gonna do their Renaissance periodization ab with their Smith machine incline bench. Like, okay. Oh yeah, I really feel that stretch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the stretch is where you get the growth. No, you fucking horsecock weights with ultra intensity. That's how you're gonna get growth. Yeah, you can grow doing anything, but how much, like what is your ceiling at? You trying to gain freaking, you trying to get to 180 pounds? You're trying to get to 280 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit just pisses me off. And no disrespect to anyone. I'm just saying, I watched a workout where somebody was using the app or whatever, some shit, I don't even know. Dude, the workout was Smith machine incline bench with like one plate, cable crossovers, and then calf raises. And then they say that that's optimization for growth. You fucking kidding me? What a workout that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a recovery workout, I don't know. But I saw that and I was like, and then people argue with me that I'm a fucking dumbass. But I've been around the block, that's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? I've been lifting for 25 years, boys. I've done Smith machine incline bench, okay? You're talking negative gains with that one. Yeah, it's a good stretch, but I'll look at that as like if anything, that's just a warm-up. That's how I see that. I don't think any gains are being made. Certainly not any strength, which I know, oh man, we're talking about hypertrophy, we don't care about strength. Well, you're not gonna be weak as a freaking, you know, like weak and, I don't know, I don't want to be offensive, so I can't say weak as anything in particular, because everyone gets offended by everything. But you can't be just weak what's going on here? Where the frick? Come on! Sorry, I was killing the vibe. Friggin' tunes. Alright, this might be a good angle here. Mind. They're gonna say, but Eric, you just talked about Smith machine incline for a stretch. Listen, I just horse cocked 205 pounds for flies, okay? We all start light, but the key is you gotta get freaking intense and then muster up big cojones, you know what I'm saying? And horse cock it. The stretch is getting pretty serious here, boys. The stretch is getting pretty serious. Might have to move on to just like pressing because, whoo, brother. That incline stretch is a lot bigger than that flat stretch. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. pretty good, boys. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something here. Whew. Let me tell you something here real fast. I don't know, man. I feel like, I know obviously for strength it's not gonna be ideal, but strength in terms of horse cock and biggest loads possible. But I'm kind of really liking doing the flies before doing the pressing, okay? Every freaking set pre-exhausting the pectorals. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, there's something to it. And obviously, again, this is ideal for crunch shitness, planet shitness, LA shitness, you know? But, like, these suckers just fucking zap you. Oh! Ah! You know what I'm saying? And then you can only do like a quarter, maybe tops a half of the reps you can normally do, but frick. Now, I will say that my concerns with doing that are just the tricep strength. Because, you know, horse cock and big weights like bench, it's just like, you can get arms up the wazoo with the big bench, you know? But in terms of chest, like I'm telling you, these flies, then dropping into the pressing, like, I don't know. We'll have to keep experimenting. Like I said, this is the third time doing it, but the first 2 times, boys, my chest was so sore. And after 3 days of rest on the chest, of course I don't take days off, but after 3 days, and then after doing the flies, then doing pulling, legs, arms, like that stuff, I had to go back and like, well, I have to do freaking chest again because it's been, 3 days now or whatever, and I'm still super sore. So this just freaking stretch is like, I'm hoping that there's untapped potential there because I've never done flies before. Occasionally when I, don't feel like lifting hard, I'll be doing like the cable bullshit just to get a pump. But I consider that stuff just useless. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you can even do the full stack of the cable crossover. And it's not that rewarding. I don't know. Like the machines and stuff, they don't get that heavy. Like especially the fly machine, like you can full stack that for a set of 30. Whereas like with these dumbbells, if you can, I saw some, I would say this. If anyone's gonna be strong at the flies, it's gonna be bodybuilders because they freaking do the flies a lot. And I think the strongest fly I saw was some super gassed up bodybuilder. And he did 110s for like a really good form set of like 8 or something. So I'm like, okay, so that's that's probably about as heavy as the potential maybe to do a heavier fly. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Has anyone seen anyone do like 150 pound flies with good form or anything? Anyone? Eric, just search Tom Platz 10 days and there's a video of standing flies. All right, I'll look that up. Yeah, so no one's ever seen, what's the heaviest fly, dumbbell fly anyone's seen people do? All right, I like the trap bar jumps, yeah. I like the weighted jumps. 110, 120s. Now, was that with good form and stuff, or was that where it's like the bench press form? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like stretch, But I believe it, 110, 120. That's like the biggest bench. Yeah, bench form. I'm talking about the big stretch boys. Because like Arnold did his flies with like 40s, it looked like. How much did Arnold do? Yeah, like 30s. Those must have been 40s tops. And he's like, wow, wow. You know what I mean? 120 is bad form. Yeah. So my goal, fellas, is to max out the crunch shitness 125s. I'm not there yet. And obviously, as you can see, 102.5 pound dumbbells was like really heavy. But it's my third time only doing them. So I think, give me a couple months. I want to do 125s with good form. And I want to see if it actually affects the freaking chest development. Caesar, 125s on standing flies. Holy buckets. That'd be incredible. That ISO sissy squat hold. All right, I'll keep going here, but I just wanted to point that out. Oh, speaking of Mama, boys, Mama did 100. Mama, first of all, there's some shit going around, like a cold or a flu or something. So my daughter was under the weather at one point. I was under the weather at one point. Now Mama was under the weather at one point. She went to the gym yesterday, okay, and felt like crap. She did a 125-pound goblet squat, 4 reps, and because she felt like crap, she wasn't thinking she was gonna lift heavy, so she didn't bring her belt or anything. So she did 125-pound goblet squat for 4, nice and deep, with no belt, obviously no wrist wraps or anything, just 125, not 120, 125. 125-pound dumbbell, 1, 2, 5, for 4 reps, with no belt, nothing. All I have to compare that to, what's that girl, that power lifter girl? What's like the strongest girl or whatever at one point in the world? What's her name? Steffi Cohen. There's a video of Steffi Cohen doing 125s for 6. I think 6 was her max. And this video, I mean, maybe she's not at her strongest she ever was, but she had 125 and she did it for 6 with like a belt on and stuff. And my wife just doesn't compete. Oh my God. Doesn't compete, doesn't do anything. 120 for 4, no belt, okay? So, she's gonna surpass Steffi Cohen's goblet squat for sure, 100%. Anyways, it's on her Instagram. If you have Instagram, check out Mrs. Bugenhagen. Mrs. Bugenhagen. Okay, check that out. I think that she needs some freaking credit for that lift because you don't see that. You don't even see the guys at the gym goblet squat 125s, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'll take some credit because when I met her, she just did yoga. She was just a yoga instructor, yoga, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, no, we're gonna lift some freaking weights. And I got her doing Charles Poliquin, German volume training, and tempo training and all that shit years ago, a decade ago, you know what I'm saying? And after a while, I was like, that stuff's stupid. Let's not do that anymore. Let's do freaking Bulgarian style training. Did that, okay? And then basically, she just loves doing that. She just likes squatting and stuff like pretty much every other day, right? Now I'm just trying to get her into benching because she's just doing squats and stuff, squats and deadlifts. Now we're trying to get full body development. So, yeah. Yeah, check out that feed. Mrs. Bugenhagen on Instagram. Give her some props for that. She's not motivated, you know what I'm saying? And it's like she's got such freaking world-class potential. I need to really ingrain it to her that she could be something special if she just, she needs to care more. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'll just take today off. Oh, I'll just take tomorrow off. You know what I mean? It's like, nah. She doesn't drink caffeine or anything. You know what I'm saying? I tell her all the time, like, God, just have a cup of coffee or something to get wired. You lift so much better, but not for her. All right, let's get back to the flies. Now that I'm ice cold, let's go heavier than ever and tear my pec. It's really wet and humid in here, boys. Really sweaty. Not bad. Look at my shorts. Look at my shorts. Look at that. That's how hot it is in here. At least you know I didn't piss myself. Bone dry. Yeah. Moisture zone. Oh my god, yeah. It's funny because when Jujimufu was here, it got, because we had two musty men in here, it got so hot that the posters started falling off the wall because the walls were starting to drip like perspiration, right? Like you could literally touch water on the walls. That's why you can say you can play tic-tac-toe on the mirror. So steamy. Now this one's a little sketchier, so the incline's a bigger stretch. I might do, I'll go up to like the 90s basically. I think I'll stop at like 90s. Fellas, I'm kind of excited about something. Doing all this, like that peak stretch and that going super wide, like it's hard and it's kind of scary, but I'm kind of excited because I wonder if that when you barbell bench, like you can go wide, like if you get, it makes you stronger going wide, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it, like when I dumbbell bench like this, right? And when I bar bench, I probably bench like this. I'm wondering, after doing a bunch of flies, will I feel strong benching like this? Like super wide. Now, yeah, it makes sense that it would. And you can say, Sticky Ricky, why is that? Well, the wide bench, I feel like a lot of like the freaks, like I know from like college, that had a really big bench press, like they were super wide when they benched. Now you can say it probably cuts the range of motion down for sure, but at the same time, like This is like, I feel like a lot of triceps, everything's involved, obviously. But your triceps are doing a big horse load. If you're like here, I feel like it's just purely like pec, delt, and like bicep to stabilize the freaking, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like you probably have a higher potential to press more weight with wide. I think the problem is, yeah, collar to collar. I think the problem is most people just like are very weak and vulnerable in that position. So they'll either like tear something or it just doesn't feel good. But if you can get strong in that bench position, you can probably horse cock like huge weights. Again, I only think of this because I knew a couple of like, when I was on the wrestling team in college, there was like this, he was a 133 pounder. No, he might even have been a 125 pounder. He was like a 125 pounder and he could like rep like 315 on the bench. So that's like literally over double his body weight, you know, 2.5 times his body weight or whatever. And he could like, and he had no arch or anything. He even doing like his legs up and he would just like press like, but just crazy. Because obviously you're thinking 315, you're like, oh, that's not very, Eric, you did Greco or freestyle. I did both. But obviously in high school and college you do folk style, but I did freestyle and Greco on the side in the off season. I'm a Greco-Roman state champion, brother. And I'm a freestyle All-American. So I got some stats. State champion, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I honestly think I was better at Greco than I was at folk style. I probably should have just done Greco. Favorite throw, bro, would be when you just get the underhook, and you pull him, and he passed by this, so he passes by, and then he just, I don't even know if it has a name, but like a slide by, so you pull like that, and you clench their waist, and then you would just, show you, no room here. Underhook, past the elbow, right? And you clench it here, and all you have to do is this. And they would go down from that. Or you can even just, if you can just suck them in, all you have to do is just turn the corner, and you take them down there. I was very good at that. So I didn't have to throw, you would just have the freaking sloth grip. You know what I'm saying? Suck them in, right? All that back strength. You know, just here, pull, right? Get it on anyone. Also, I like doing this. If you underhook, and then here's their head, you just turn it like that. So, if this is their head, it'd be here, and then as you turn, you swivel here. So you would underhook, turn, and then you snap them down. You got them. So it's all in the technique though. You know what I mean? Most people pull like this, but if you do this, you're opening up the underhook. So you underhook, you're opening up your underhook. You underhook them, and here's their heads right here, right? That's it. Works every time. Honestly, the underhook is the best thing ever. I don't know why more people, right? Just underhook. You can snatch from there, snap them down from there. You can underhook here, step in, hip into them, right? Hip in, ankle pick. Here we go. Got the big boys for the inclines. Incline fly. Ah! Oh, jeez. All right, only because I don't feel super safe with that one yet. I'm gonna stop there. Now I'll just do some of these. I'll see how that feels. So, we'll start pretty light. Feels a little sketchy. Every time it feels good, but it feels sketchy at the same time. Every time I get to like here, yeah, there it is. I get like a pop, 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 right? So I don't know if that's like just air pockets or whatever, but I don't know. It feels not very tempting to go heavy with that. And now that gets me, remember the reason I like doing this with dumbbells. The problem is when you go down, every time I get these like cracks in my shoulders, these pops. So do we got any freaking, physicists in here? Lean back more? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I gotta lean back more. I feel like I'm just gonna separate my shoulder doing that. Let's try. Change the angle up for you boys. Let's see if so I was doing it with this angle. How did Tom Platz do it? Lean against a wall, yeah, I think you're right. Oh, you know what? At like the old school gyms, they have those like standing benches. That would be perfect. Oh, you know what? Actually, I just realized this the other day at the gym. The preacher bench would be perfect for this. Have you ever laid on a preacher bench, like the preacher curl? You know what I mean? The angle is like this. So if you like lay on it, you can get like, and then you can do that fly. Felt really good. I forgot to try that. There's a dispersion of ions. Don't full 180. Oh, brother. I'm so sweaty. Alright, let's try this again. I want this to work, fellas. I want to reincarnate Tom Platz. I want it to work. I'll try like leaning back more. Yeah, it's a strange feeling. If anything, to me, it feels more like a core exercise than anything else. Holding that position. Do a little static for you boys. I got the timer right there too, so we'll go 30. I love the isometrics now. Huge isometric nerd. Trying to recruit as many motor units as possible. Get those suckers to fire. I believe that was 30. Much better angle right there. There we go. Now, like I said earlier, I just did this just to do this, but ideally in a perfect world, I would do the full until you hit total exhaustion. Then hold that sucker. Oh, yeah. What a pump already. One set. Oh my God. And I feel like it's totally safe, right? Because you're hitting exhaustion and you're not in that stretched position. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Oh my God. Holy shit. Ten banana, 11 banana, 12 banana, 13 banana, 14 banana, 15 banana, 16 banana, 17 banana, 18 banana, 19 banana, 20 banana, 21 banana, 22 banana, 23 banana, 24 banana, 30 banana. Oh my God. Oh. Holy buckets. Boys, I kind of feel like a fool. I mean, you guys gotta admit, you're all victims of the same mentality, right? You freaking burn it out. You're like, oh, I can't do it anymore. Okay, I'm done. When in fact, you can burn it out, and then hold it for freaking 30 more seconds. Like, fellas, after I did that, I honestly was worried this was gonna tear. It was so freaking taut. Holy buckets. Oh. Holy buckets. My freaking one set and my arms are gonna explode. 3 sets of 30 bananas. Holy buckets. Try that one out. Try that out. And I feel like, again, these are such old school intensity techniques, but like nobody does them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's true. It's just like what's old is new again. Holy Christ. Oh, I am so freaking wet, boys. Look at these shorts. Look at this. This is dripping sweat. Dripping. All right, let me ask you guys a question here real fast. What time is it, fellas? What time is it? What time is it, boys? Eastern Standard Time. What do we got? $154. 150. That sounds about right. 150. Wait, 154. 150. So it's 2. Okay. So we've been after it for 2 hours. I feel like I kind of half-assed it. I went heavy as shit on the flies. I didn't max out bench though. But again, I want to be sure that doing the flies are getting me peak freaking soreness. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of an experiment right now. I'm pretty exhausted. I'm pretty dehydrated. I don't know how many more sets of those curls I could do. I think that one just toasted me. And I feel like with a standing fly, I need to see the Tom Platz video. I gotta get an idea of how it's done. 45 degrees, stand, press above elbow. Stand, press above elbow. Lats. Military press. Oh, boys, I think it's been 2 hours. I'm freaking dying in here. I think that was a good, we maxed out the fly. We got to the 102.5s on the flat. We got to the 90s on the freaking incline. And then we did some curls. I don't know if lat presses. I'll have to look into that. Lats presse. Standing fly isometric hold for Tom Platz. All right, I guess I'll try that. I'll do a standing isometric for Tom. I think that'll be my finisher. Shit. We'll do that. You know, I can't do too much stuff at once, otherwise I'm not gonna know what works and what doesn't. I gotta trial and error, you know? All right. Let's do, I'll go to 42, and that's pretty heavy, I think, for this. We'll see. Let's see how that feels. Might be too much, we'll see. Oh. It's just all in your abs. Oh my God. Oh. I don't know about that one, fellas. That just feels like a pure ab exercise. Pure abs. Ah. Here. Let's go to 20 banana on that one. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Oh, my God. Okay. All right, boys. Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that standing. That standing fly, it just feels like an ab exercise. It's like an isometric. You're leaning back like this. It's like when you do this, the ab rollouts. That's what it feels like. Like you just hold it in the ab rollout. Good ab exercise. Might be a good total body strengthener, but I don't know about the. Again, I'll look into Tom Platz and see what he has to say about it. Holy buckets. All right, on that note, I think that was good. We don't do abs. No, certainly not. Yeah, we gotta call it, brother. It's been over 2 hours. I'm drenched in sweat. I don't wanna do too much to not know what did what, you know what I'm saying? I wanna keep it the fly workout, you know what I'm saying? Keep it the flies, see how I feel tomorrow. All right, if I'm not sore at all, that's okay. Then I'll just do more flies the next time. But, what's this guy, what are you saying, Sharky? Dude, I help? What? You really want me to do those military presses, huh? No chest press north? All right, anyways. I appreciate you guys for tuning in here. You know, logistically, we had to do some BS to set up. I haven't lifted in the nest in quite a while, so it's just moving shit everywhere. My wife left me yesterday. Oh my God, Guinea, I'm so sorry. Give Guinea some support, fellas. His wife left him. It's, that's not nothing to laugh about. I'm just saying, give him some support, all right? We're all brothers here. You know, the best thing you can do is go to the gym. Go to the gym, all right? Get a pump, use the aggression or whatever you got. You know, freaking use it for positivity. You know what I'm saying? We can take any emotion, happiness, frustration, anger. We can take it to the gym. We can horse cock some weights with it, you know? So, anyways, on that note, boys, thank you for tuning in. Okay, we got hot, we got sweaty. We blasted some dark disco. We had a good time here. I'll do it again. Now that I streamed 1 time, I can stream 2 times. When I stream 2 times, you bet your ass I can stream 3 times. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta get the system figured out. Once we get it figured out, we're on the freaking gravy train. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard. The hardest thing for anything, boys, is getting started. All right? Always remember that. The hardest thing for anything you do in life is just getting started. Just pulling the freaking trigger. That's the hardest thing. Once you do that, you know, potential up the wazoo. Okay? We are our worst enemies when it comes to success in life because we always are gonna think the worst of stuff. You know, we're gonna be like, oh, I don't know, maybe now's not the time, maybe I'm not ready. Bullshit. You're freaking ready. Now is the time. There's no better time than now. You could die tomorrow, okay? God forbid it happens, but you could die tomorrow. So make the most out of your freaking time right now. Don't worry about yesterday. Yesterday don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday's in the past. Leave the past in the past. Focus on the future. They call it the present because it's a freaking gift to you, boys. So open the present. You know what I'm saying? Open it. Embrace it. Pursue what you've wanted to pursue. There's no better time than now. All right, boys. Thank you for tuning in again. I will keep you guys updated. Next time I want to freaking stream, it'll probably be maybe a weekend thing. Maybe I'll start doing a little bit more here and there. But I'll always kind of give you a heads up because I realized it hit me like a ton of bricks. It's like, when I'm streaming spontaneously out of the blue, the boys have no idea. You know what I mean? They're missing out. And maybe they want to watch me do some freaking succulent chest flies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want to see that. And I'm doing you a disservice by not giving you a heads up that saying, hey, Rick De La Stick is going to do a Tom Platz standing fly. You might want to see this, okay? So moving forward, I'll always give you a heads up. It might not be a lot of time, but I'll always at least give you an hour, all right? So stay tuned. Thank you, kudos. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for commenting. Sorry that if I didn't, go through all the comments. We got hot, we got sweaty, we mustered up the freaking cojones to relish in some deep pec stretches. You know what I'm saying? All right, take care. I'll see you guys. Happy freaking weekend. Get swole, get pumped, get rotund, bulbous, freakish, peak freak physique. You know what I'm saying? Jack stacked on the attack. Kick ass this Saturday, kick ass tomorrow. Freaking keep moving forward, boys.